Hey, what's going on, guys? It's ETA Prime back here again. I'm playing Forza Horizon 3 on PC, 60 FPS. Today we're going to try to replicate the WRC Ford Fiesta RS. Now, we're not going to be able to get the wide body kit and everything, but we can get the power pretty close. We may need to go higher because Forza isn't really the same as real life, because if you were to get in one of these little Fiesta RS WRC cars, and the driver hit it 0 to 60, you would probably shit your pants. We're just going to go with a blue, I guess. That'll work. So the Ford Fiesta RS was launched in 2011, and this is a all-wheel drive rally WRC car. It has taken so many podium positions. It's been one of the dominating forces in WRC for the last few years. In this game, like I said, we don't get the wide body kit, but we can get the power pretty close. First thing we're going to need to do is go ahead and upgrade to an all-wheel drive system. Next thing, we can swap this engine out here because it comes with a 1.6 liter. WRC 1, you have to have a 1.6 liter engine. The Ford Fiesta RS WRC makes 315 horsepower and 425 newton meters of torque. That roughly translates to 314 foot-pounds of torque. In this game here, if we were to just do 315 and 315, it's not going to really represent the WRC feel while you're driving in Forza. So, yeah, let's go ahead and drop this engine in here. We got the Turbo Rally. Next thing I'm going to do is remove the restrictor plates. Now, in WRC, these little engines can make on up to 600 horsepower, but they are restricted with a restrictor plate. It goes in between the throttle body and the turbo to reduce the amount of air that is entering the combustion chamber. I want to say it's 34 millimeters now. It could be 36 in the real WRC. Anyway, when we remove this restrictor plate here, we go up to 433 horsepower and 479 foot-pounds of torque in a 3,000-pound car, all-wheel drive. This thing's going to be a beast. You know what? I'm going to keep the stock tires because we want this thing really, really slidey. Now for this, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade everything here, and we're going to do rally suspension. So here's the deal. I mean, in Forza, we're not worried about the safety with a roll cage, but a roll cage adds to the rigidity of the frame. These are unibody cars, these newer cars that are out, pretty much everything except for like the Ford trucks and stuff like that. And when you go around a corner, the whole body flexes a little bit. When we add that roll cage, that is going to reduce the flex greatly. Race transmission, fully adjustable here. And with the stock Fiesta, it's only front wheel drive, so you will not have a drive shaft like this. It uses axles in the front that goes from the transmission to both of the front wheels. 2 axles there. But with the all-wheel drive setup, we do have a drive shaft going down the middle of the car. Or it might be a little off-center, depending on how they set the WRC cars up. So that's pretty much it. We're just going to add some rims here. I'm going to go with a rally-esque type wheel. So that's it. I'm going to leave the tire width just like this, because we're really not pushing terribly too much power to the ground here. And for the front, we don't get any options except for the Forza splitter here. For the wing, Forza gave us this god-awful looking wing. The WRC RS Fiesta has a beautiful wing on it, so we're going to leave this off because that looks horrible to me. Back out. We spent $25,000 on the car, and now we are spending $60,000 on upgrades. So I fell in love with this car. 2011 WRC, they introduced the Fiesta RS, and this thing has really done very well in the WRC. Now there are better cars than this out there, but Ford has done a great job. A lot of rally teams run this car. Ford is very prominent in rally. So yeah. It feels really nice like this. We got a lot of slide going on in the rear, which is perfectly fine. Damn it. Which is perfectly fine for me. I'm going to head over to the airport really quick Alright guys, so we made it over to the airport. This is a very fun car to drive. I know it's not a 1500 horsepower supercar, but we have close to 500 horsepower in a 2800 pound all-wheel drive monster. Now we built this thing for rally and gymkhana. Let's see what it does inside of these hangars. It should do fairly well. I believe we could use a little bit more power, but let's see what happens here. Yeah, we could use a bit more power just to bring us around a little quicker here. Oh, try to make that. So yeah, this would be a fun car to do some gymkhana in. Now I know there are some dirt roads over this way. Let's go and see how this thing does on the dirt. Remember, we don't have those rally wheels on it. We have totally stock wheels with a stock width. So we're gonna be really squirrely on the dirt. Holy crap. Alright guys, so I found this dirt around here a few days ago. And I've been messing around with different rally cars that I've built. Let's see how this one handles it. Now I usually drive with a manual, but when I'm trying to talk to you guys, it is so hard. And to tell you the truth, this thing shifts better than you're going to be able to shift anyway. A lot of these newer transmissions and these newer cars are actually true manual transmissions with actuators and solenoids that change gears for you, like the GTR and stuff like that. I mean, you do not need a stick shift anymore if you're buying a $100,000 car. And they can shift faster than any human can ever shift. So yeah, this thing does pretty good on the dirt. Now I've seen some guys build a few like GTR rally cars with Horizon and stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to keep it WRC. I know we do have about 100 more horsepower. But like I was saying at the beginning, it is quite different running in real life versus like Forza itself. Ooh. The real life version with the 300 horsepower would make you poop. Even on road, this thing is pretty great. It's not going to have a super top end, but 0 to 60 in 3 seconds is pretty good. Ooh, got it flooded out over there. We got to stay on. Now we're going off-road. Crazy jumps through here. Yeah, so really what I made this video for was to ask you guys what you want to see in Horizon. So a quick little rally car build. I mean, I'll do drift builds. I'll do anything you guys want to see. Let me know. My favorite thing to do now, in real life, I'm not into Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff like that. I'm into the smaller, less expensive cars that can be souped up. I mean, little tuner cars, really. Not exotic. I do love the GTR, but I'll never be able to own one of those. So I completely don't really use it that much in Horizon. I like to use cars that you could really actually afford in real life. Like this little Fiesta, obviously we could probably never have all-wheel drive unless they make the RS version, like the new Ford Focus RS, but it's fun to dream, and I'd much rather have one of these cars than a Lamborghini anyway. And that's just my opinion on it. I love older Subarus, 90 Subarus and stuff like that. I really, really wish they would have put some wagons in here, or even a Forester STI, something like that. Would have been really nice to see that. And hopefully DLC comes out and we get some Subarus, because we are in Australia and there are a lot of great Subaru tuners in Australia. So let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and I'll make some more videos. I should have some free time tomorrow, Sunday, and later this week. I know a lot. Oh, there went the Galant VR4. My buddy used to have one of those in real life. There are a lot of people doing Forza videos right now, so I kind of just stayed off of it. I did make a video asking you guys if you want to see it, but now I'm kind of asking what you want to see. A lot of these guys are doing races, drift builds, stuff like that. I don't like building the 1500 horsepower cars and stuff. You know, we could have probably used the stock engine that came in this, up the displacement on it, and made close to 600 horsepower. But I really like this torquey, low-end 1.6 liter rally engine. Appreciate you guys watching. If you could, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll make some videos.